Good afternoon. Today I'm going to show you how to make the part in drawing 2 for activity 1, 2, 4. So we're going to first start by click on the little plus to make a new sketch. I'm going to click on, see this is the front, I'm going to click on this one that's parallel to the front plane. Okay, now I'm going to start by creating a rectangle. So I'm going to make a rectangle. D for dimension. The height should be 3 inches. The width should also be 3 inches. Now I'm going to hit E for extrude, and I'm going to extrude it 1.5 inches. So 1.5. Okay, so I've made the cube. Now I'm going to cut out those two little spots that need to be cut out. I'm going to right-click and make a new sketch. Oops. Right-click, and I'm going to choose Create Sketch. There we go. All right, and I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to start at the top corner. All right. And the larger indentation is 2 inches, so I'm going to go ahead and make this one 2 inches. So that's going to be 2, and this one's also 2. Oops, 2. Okay, now I'm going to extrude, and I'm going to click that square, and we're going to cut. So I'm going to take that arrow, and I'm going to drag it the other way. Notice it goes to cut, and the distance is going to be negative 0.75 because I'm going into it, so it's negative 0.75. Make sure it says cut, and I'm going to click OK. Last thing I have to do is I have to cut out the next piece, so I'm going to go ahead and create a sketch, make another rectangle, starting at the top corner. I'm going to dimension it. It's going to be 1 inch by 1 inch. So that's 1, which is good. This one's also going to be 1 inch. 1, which is good. Now E for extrude. I'm going to click my square. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to change it from distance to all, so it goes through the whole object. Click OK. Now that part is done. So let me save it. I'm going to click Save, and I'm going to call this Activity 1.2.4 Drawing 2. Wait, Drawing 2. I'm going to call it, okay, I'm going to click Save. Now we're asked you need to make a drawing of it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the down arrow, and I'm going to click on New Drawing from Design. And now I'm going to click on OK. It's fine. So it's going to make a drawing for us. And you'll notice since I chose where you can see that L as the front, it's going to go ahead and choose that as the front view. So that was my reasoning for using that particular work plane. Okay, so I'm going to click on the base view. It's all about the base. Let me go ahead and click on Zoom. Fit. There we go. Okay, I clicked on, oops, let me close that. I clicked on base. And there's my base view. I click it, and then now I'm going to click on projected view. So when I click on the base, the front, I'm going to go click up to give me the top view. Click to the right gives me the right view. Click on the top right gives me a isometric view, and I'm going to hit escape to get out of the tool. I'm going to right click the one at the top right. I'm going to choose edit view. Right click, edit view. Edit view. And now I'm going to click on the cube, and it's going to make it shaded. Close. Now I'm going to dimension. Okay. Now D for dimension. I need the overall height, right? I need from the bottom to this one, from the bottom to this notch. Now D for dimension. Click the bottom. Go to this one. Looks good. So I've got all of the heights, 1, 2, and 3. I've got the width, but I need to do D for dimension. I need to go from the left edge to here. It's going to give me that. I'm going to go from the left edge to here. So that gives me, oops, I made a mistake. I'm going to undo that one. D for dimension. I click the left edge. Now I'm going to click this line. It gives me 2. So I've got all the dimensions in that horizontally in the X direction and in the Y direction. Now I need to do the depth. So I'm going to click from the left edge to the center. That gives me 3/4 of an inch. And now I'm going to go from the left edge to the right edge. That's going to give me the whole width. 1.5. Let me hit escape. Now just to make this a little bit easier to read, I'm going to put all the dimensions in between. So I'm going to move the 3. There we go. And I'm going to also move the 3 in between. I'm going to click and then drag it. There we go. That way. Okay. Now let me go ahead and zoom out. Click on the little zoom window. Or fit, rather. All right. Now notice all my dimensions fit on the front and right view, so I don't really need the top view. So top views I can delete. So I'm going to just right click on it and then click delete. There we go. Okay, so that's how to do activity 124, drawing number 2.